So Alexander Usik, who beat Clemente Russo in that Olympic final in 2012 at 91 kilograms, up against Ben Nsafoa. Last fight was last June. He lost a 12-round decision against the veteran Belgian Ismail Abdul. Been a pro for 6 years, the man in the black trunks here. Usik is flash, southpaw. Interesting hairstyle, he's got the lot. Very, very talented amateur, though. Doesn't always translate, remember, into the pro ranks, but he's stylish and good to watch. Lost in Beijing in the quarterfinals in the Olympic Games against the man who he beat in the final in London, Russo. World gold in 2011. Won all 6 of his fights in the World Series of Boxing last year as well. Beat the British #1 Joe Joyce, also beat the world amateur super heavyweight champion Mejidov Magomed Rasul. So he's got some real names on his record. This is 3rd pro fight. Usik already wins against Felipe Romero and Epifanio Mendoza as they just try and work him up and show him the ropes. Having a little scouting mission in this first round. Nsafoa is certainly strong. Look at their physiques. Forgetting boxing ability, you'd say that Nsafoa would be the man who'd start as favourite, wouldn't you, if it was judged on that? But any of us watching know, of course, it isn't. Almost a bit too big in the upper body, Nsafoa. That's good work from Usik. Trying to keep Nsafoa on the end of that right jab and then allow himself to use the left. Keeps the hands held high. Struggling just to find his range at the moment, Usik. I know a lot of the Ukrainian fans here to see Vladimir Klitschko, also keen to look at this fella too. And that Klitschko fight is not too far away. Those of you I know who are with us for a decent undercard and for that action as well. Well, Nsafoa showing that there's no mug in there. So Alexander Usik, the 91K Olympic gold medalist from London 2012 in the red trunks here, up against Ben Nsafoa, who I think is meant to be a stepping stone for Usik on his pro career, but it proved pretty awkward in that opening round. Usik, if he wants to break him down, would appear to have plenty to break down here. That's a bit better from Usik, just used his speed to cut off the ring and move and get close to Nsafoa. Yeah, that's much better. The speed of Usik almost made Nsafoa turn his back, and he caught him with a chopping right hand and a right to the body from Usik. That's good work from Usik, and Nsafoa was a bit of a sitting duck there, a bit of a standing target. Good response, though, from Nsafoa, although the left hook bounced off the gloves of the Ukrainian. Still good work from him. Nsafoa needs to start moving himself around the ring and not just standing still, because Usik starting to enjoy this a little bit. Let's move towards the end of this second round. A bit low, that last right to the body from Usik, but not criminally so. You hear the cry there from James Ali Bashir, double jab, and that's what Usik followed up by doing. Left uppercut there, he's starting to pick his shots really well now, Usik. Often happens this when you've got an amateur prospect, and there's so much expected of him, remember. It takes a while to settle into a fight and settle into a career, I guess. So round 3 of a scheduled 6 here between Ben Nsafoa and Alexander Usik. Usik, the strong favourite, of course, the stylish amateur moving up to the pro ranks. In his 3rd professional fight here, the Olympic champion. It will be fascinating to see just how far he can go. Mixing it up well now, left to the head, then right to the body there. Starting to really punish Nsafoa and chops him down with a left hook. I'm not sure how much he's got left here. The referee's having a long look at it. He's very game. May not be long left in this one as Usik comes forward to finish. Punch around the back of the head there. And Usik piling on the pressure, not really landing with great quality. But Nsafoa just looks so tired. I do wonder about that physique, whether that's sustainable really as a professional fighter in terms of going long distances under pressure. Well, there's more than one way of doing it, but Usik in many ways has the more conventional boxer's body, and that's a great combination. Led with the right, finished him with the left. Very, very impressive from Alexander Usik. We're going to hear a lot more from him. And the Ukrainian fans love that. That was excellent. So not just 3 fights, 3 wins, but 3 fights, 3 stoppages. Having stopped his first opponent in the 5th, his second in the 4th, he now stops Ben Nsafoa in the 3rd. And James Ali Bashir just going across to check that Nsafoa is okay, which is good, really good to see.
Guys, gentlemen, this is the team. Gentlemen, ask him.
There's the finish. It was that left hand that did it. Didn't land as clean as it looked initially, but still good enough, yeah. Side of the face rather than the chin, but they've got a prospect there and they know it. All smiles in the Usik corner, and I don't blame them.
Good working with you, Tom Paul.
I think on balance the referee was right to just let it go on that little bit extra. I did wonder at the time whether he could have stopped it earlier, but it gave it a more definitive end, and Nsafoa Doctor's looking at it at the moment, but I think he's going to be okay, just breathing very heavily. Took a lot of punishment in the end in rounds 2 and 3. So they're going to wait for Ben Nsafoa to recover sufficiently here. The doctor from the boxing board has had a look, and he's okay to clamber to his feet. Bit of class there as well from Usik. Checking that he's okay. So we wait for the official announcement now from Gregor.
Hier das Urteil des Kampfgerichts, ein klassischer K.O. nach 1 Minute und 43 der dritten Runde und damit sein dritter Knockout im dritten Profikampf, der Olympiasieger aus London, aus der Ukraine. Knockout-Sieger Alexander Usik.
Yeah, gets the ovation he deserves, Usik. Who knows? Maybe in his weight class, Klitschko in the future, you never know. But he's certainly enjoying the early part of his career. Of course, it will get tougher. Of course, he'll be tested more, but looks good. Looks really good.